Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down tonight. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. This is your NXT No Mercy preview and prediction stream. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we.
Y'all hear me? Hear me, right?
Yes, now you're echo.
Mike, I think it's from your end. How about now? You hear me, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's Mike's
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it's Mike's. But what is going on, everyone?
I don't echo. Get the fuck out of here, Steve.
What's going on, everyone? This is your NXT preview, NXT No Mercy preview and predictions stream here on the Around the Point Network channel. What's going on, everyone? I apologize for the technical difficulties in the beginning of the stream, but I think, Mike, once again, it's coming from you, brother.
Hold up.
I think we're good now.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. It's okay. We're testing 1, 2, 3 here. And everything's good, right? Everything's good. What's going on, everybody? Again, we apologize for the technical difficulties here, but we can just keep the show rolling here. What's popping, everyone? What is going on? It is Wednesday, September 27, 2023. What is going on? I am Steve. I'm here chilling with the good brother from beautiful California, the one, the only Chase Oliver. What's going on, Chase?
What's up, guys? My mic will be muted from time to time because I'm in the car, so I don't want my phone overheating. So I have to turn on the air conditioning. Otherwise, you guys are going to hear this the whole time. You guys don't want to hear that. So that's why. So I'm turning the air conditioning on and off, which is fine. It's not that hot, but for my phone, I don't know why it overheats real quick. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It's not as hot as it will be in Bakersfield, California. I will be there live in attendance for NXT TakeOver No Mercy. You guys know me. I'm a loyal NXT fan, man. Look at what I have right here, Steve. Steve, do you see this right here? Look at this right here, man. Yeah, man. In my car, I have an NXT War Games bracelet, man. I'm a real fan. I don't like you fake little motherfuckers, you know. Y'all can't name me like the last 10 NXT champions and shit, but you know me. Real NXT, real AEW fan, you know, real wrestling fan.
Absolutely. Mike, you good, brother?
Yeah, I should be good.
We're good now. We're good. So it goes down this Saturday, a busy weekend of wrestling and some combat sports we'll throw in there as well. That's happening this weekend. But nevertheless, I'm excited. It should be a fun show. For Ilja Dragunov, right? You know, they say, and if you don't succeed, then you can dust it off and try again. Ilja Dragunov is getting a second chance to become the NXT champion against Carmelo Hayes. The question is, though, does he get it done this second time of going? Does he get it done? We're going to find out this Saturday night. If you, again, give us your thoughts in the comments, what match you're looking forward to, and all that stuff. I'm looking at the card right now. Again, there's about, well, what are we looking here? Like 6 matches here? 6 matches. Simple. It's nothing crazy. That's what you get from NXT. You get these simple cards, right? They don't gotta be 10 matches in or 8 matches in.
I think they're adding that one chick taking on Blair Davenport. She called her out on like a NXT exclusive on YouTube.
Well, no. Well, until I hear it officially, like, again, they don't have the graphic up, so.
No, I'm just saying. I think that's a 7th match that is probably added onto the card.
Maybe so. Likely, you just never know. But we'll mention that if any event, we'll mention that as well. But let us know in the chat what match you're looking forward to on the show and all that stuff. In case you guys missed it as well, we did do last night a watch along to NXT, being it was the go home show. We decided to do a little watch along here on the channel, in case you guys have not checked that out. But without further ado, let's get into this car, shall we? We kick things off here. And again, this is how I look at it. Again, I could be wrong for all we know how this card will go, but we have the tag team champions of Tony D'Angelo and Stack Lorenzo going up against the Lothario, the Creed brothers, and a team that we're just asking. Cut the check.
You ain't slick, Michael Hickenbottom. You ain't slick, Paul Levesque. You owe us some money, man. The fuck is this? Out the mud? This is our shit. You taking everything that we worked for, motherfuckers. I want to sue your fucking asses next. You know what the real shit is. We're the ones who created In the Mud, Out the Mud. We've been saying it since freaking the beginning of last fall. And all of a sudden, Scripps, this motherfucker wearing a Kane little relic mask from TNA. All of a sudden, this guy, all of a sudden, he's now out the mud with these 2 other dudes out the mud. No, you know what's up. You know what's up. We created that shit. We're the reason why there's a countdown on Elite Heat every time we fucking say it, because we say In the Mud, Out the Mud since last fall. And all of a sudden, there's a tag team called Out the Mud. You look, Scripps, if you're watching, you know where to send us the money. The other 2 from NXT, I don't know your names, but if you're watching, you know where to send the damn money, because you know you stole that shit from us.
Yeah, again.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm passionate about this. This is our catchphrase. This is our catchphrase. Our catchphrase, bro. Can you imagine if we all of a sudden stole Stone Cold? Oh, that's the bottom line because Around the Point said so. No, you can't be doing that shit.
People would have come for our heads. Like, how dare you guys?
Yeah, disrespectful. It's disrespectful, man. I'm pissed.
I'm
pissed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm passionate about our gimmicks.
Yes.
It's like, bro, it's like someone stealing Gain-O-Mania. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Exactly. I'll say this. We can agree that this so-called enhancement guys who don't even coordinate with what the hell they're wearing on TV, that they're calling Out the Mud, are not going to win. They're not going to win this match.
No, they're not.
The Lotharios, I'll be honest, I'm shocked that they dodged the bullet here of not getting cut in the mass releases. The Creed brothers, I would have been fine with just, the Creed versus the, Tony D'Angelo and Stacks. It should be a fun little match here. I'm going to go with the champions retaining. I'm going to go with them retaining here. Chase, what about you, man?
This is the most Bakersfield match I've ever seen in my life. You got the Hispanics, you got the wannabe gangsters, you got the white boys that are just good blue-collared hard workers, and you got mafia members. This is the most Bakersfield match I've ever seen. It's a good, this is a good, hey, let's just get everyone on the card type match. We can't find anything to do for them. Should be fine, but yeah, the family should retain. I don't think we should overcomplicate it here. I don't think we should give the Creeds another run. We definitely not need to give the belts to, that team, the team that stole our catchphrase. Fuck them. Well, we hate these guys here. No, I don't care, man. I don't care if they become the most over team of all time. They stole everything that we worked for, and it's disrespectful. Scripps, write the fucking check. I know you. I saw you in the dice game. I know you have the money for the checks, bro.
Not even that, bro. It's not the first time they do this. They took ideas. Like, remember Double or Nothing, bro? The kid who was watching Battleground on his phone. They got that from us too. I don't know if the script or the Bible thumper, like, or our good friend Paul. It's like, listen. I hope it's Paul. I hope Paul's watching the show. Like, after all, Paul's our investor. But other than that, it puts a smile on my face. At least they're watching us. Of all people, they're watching us. Puts a smile on my face, yo. It puts a smile on my face, But Big Mike, who do you got in this match, brother? Who you got?
Yeah, I mean, I have the family retaining. I got a dark horse.
That's right.
And
Pay
that man. I have a dark horse in the creeds of winning. No, everybody else is null and void. Los Lotharios, who cares?
Mike's dark horse is so dark it turned white.
Exactly. So, but yeah, I would. How many defenses does this make for the family? Is this their first defense, or is this like their second?
I think they had a defense on TV a couple of weeks ago.
So this is their second, and this is on a PLE. So
yes.
Yeah, the first PLE defense, I think that they can, they can do this. Ain't no way they give it to these goose that stole our gimmick. Screw that. No way they give it to Los Lotharios.
I'll say this though, likely what they'll have the family retain, and then they'll work a program with the guy who took our shit, basically. That's what I see happening.
Yeah, that's what I think too. They putting steam behind them, so I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I did enjoy the dinner segment from last night. I thought it was funny for what it was worth. It shows you the tag team division in NXT. But again, I'm shocked that the Lotharios dodged the bullet.
The only thing I liked is that we actually got to see the actual family. I was all like, bro, you can't just have Stax and Tony D be the family. And then all these monsters came. I was like, oh, finally there's a family. Okay, they all ain't wrestlers. Tony D is just the wrestler in the family. Okay, that makes sense. I like that.
Exactly.
I like it too, but I do wish that they had an actual wrestling family, like at least two others with them.
Speaking of family, let's move on to the next one. Speaking of family here, right? You have our boy Dirty Dominic Mysterio defending the North American Championship against Trick Williams. Now, remember, originally it was supposed to be Mustafa Ali. Originally.
Wait, why is Dragon Lee in the graphic?
So I'll explain, Chase. So this past Monday on Raw, Dominic Mysterio defended the title against Dragon Lee on Monday Night Raw. And Dominic won. And being that last night, Dragon Lee was upset about this. So he punched Dominic backstage. And Shawn Michaels made it official that based that Trick Williams won the Fatal 4-Way, Dragon Lee will be the special guest referee.
Oh, man, dude. If you squint hard enough, this is Eddie versus Booker T with Rey Mysterio, a special guest referee.
Yeah, I can see that. Listen, everyone's cheering for Trick. Everyone's doing the whoop that Trick chant on television. And they're also planting the seeds here between the eventual Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams title match here, right? They want to end the night with both of them being champions. I don't think it happens. I think Dominic Mysterio retains the title in some way, shape, or form. Dragon Lee is going to have no choice but to do the 3 count in favor of Dominic Mysterio. Should be a fun match, don't get me wrong. Big Mike, what do you got in this one?
I got Trick winning. The odds are stacked against Dominic. I don't know. Maybe I don't know how this will play like on the main roster too, with Dom not having, his title when everybody else still does too. But I don't know. Maybe somehow Dom gets away with it. We'll see what happens. Maybe Mommy returns. What day is it? Saturday? It's Saturday, right?
Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe she returns from her break. Yeah. I totally agree with Romeo. I think it's too much, but I don't know. Maybe mommy comes back and helps him, and then we, get it taken further. But right now, I'm going with Trick.
Okay, that's fair enough. Chase, what about you, man?
Yeah, I think Dominic Mysterio retains. I think it's just too soon for Trick Williams to win, and then also too, I feel like if you're going to give Trick Williams like a big win, I think it should be for the bigger belt, not for like the North American Championship, because I don't see how Carmelo Hayes would go backwards and face Trick Williams for that belt, for the A Championship, as he used to call it. But yeah, I think it will be a good match. I think this is going to be the most surprising match of the night. I think a lot of people are going to be like, Dom and Trick, they're not that good, and I think they'll put on a really, really good sports entertainment match. I think it's cool to have Dragon Lee in here. I wish he was a part of the match because he's just so fucking phenomenal, and he is so up Bakersfield alley. Like Bakersfield will love this guy like the minute he comes out. But yeah, I see some way. I see some Judgment Day shenanigans. I mean, JD McDonough, he does need to prove himself. Maybe his Funko Pop ass finds like a shirt that fits him, and he counts the 3 for Dirty Dom. There's a lot of possibilities for this one, but I think Dirty Dom retains. I think it's the old JBL playbook with Dominic Mysterio. Like when you think, he ain't gonna retain this time, somehow, some way, JBL hit that stupid clothesline from hell. 1, 2, 3, JBL retained, and you heard that cow in his theme song. So I think it's the same thing. We will keep hearing Mysterio as Dominic Mysterio retains the North American Championship. I like Trick Williams though. I wouldn't be mad if he won though. That's like 100% facts. Like I think it'd be lit. I think he's going to be one of the most over guys of the night too. I think Trick, the minute his theme hits and people are going to go, whoop that Trick, and he'll be like, oh shit, okay, yeah, we want this guy to win. So I think he'll be one of the most over guys of the night for sure.
I think he'll have his moment eventually. I think if you want to give him a title, I would do it probably on the Stand and Deliver show. That being said, again, someone like Trick Williams, he's come a long way. I think a year and a half ago, he was just a lackey right, for Carmelo Hayes with these funny, one-liners here and there. And now here he is, a strong baby face on the NXT roster, which is good to see. Roman writes here, crowd loves rooting for Trick and booing Dom. This is going to be electric. I mean, being that they're going to be in California, Bakersfield, right? Some would even say, hey, they might cheer for Dominic here, right? You would think
no. Dom's public enemy number one. You can't do what you did. You can't do what you did to your dad, Rey Mysterio, who's like the president of Bakersfield, California. He's from San Diego, and San Diego's 5 hours away from Bakersfield, but Bakersfield calls him his own, man. Rey Mysterio. I've been in a crowd where Rey Mysterio's in Bakersfield. People were crying when Mark Henry was throwing him around. He's literally like God on earth in Bakersfield, bro. Like, you don't understand. Rey Mysterio in Bakersfield is like a whole different thing. So Dominic Mysterio, he's gonna get booed immediately because he calling his dad a deadbeat, all that other stuff. And that's the one thing. Bakersfield's one of the few places they believe this shit is real. They believe kayfabe is fucking real. They think this is realistic shit. They're gonna be like, oh, Rey Mysterio got disrespected by his son, and it's like, it's a storyline, right? They're like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Eric Carlos writes here. Number 1 NXT babyface versus number 1 NXT heel. Yeah, I mean, would y'all consider? I mean, yeah, technically he is right now. Yeah, Dominic is right now the number 1 heel NXT right now.
Yeah.
A close second is
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker is really not that much of a heel though. He's kind of a badass. Like you want Braun Breaker to kick people's asses. Like you're cool with it.
Absolutely. Speaking of, we'll get to that in a minute here. But following that, we do have the Heritage Cup trophy on the Heritage Cup on the line here. Noam Dar defending it against the winner of the Heritage Cup Invitational, Butch. Butch last night defeated Joe Coffey in the finals, and now we'll get a shot at the Heritage Cup. To me, this is one of the things. Okay, let's put some main roster names and also someone that the NXT crowd still fuck with, right? Still vibe with, are familiar with, and can get you a good match. And eventually, when it's all said and done, yes, we'll get a good match. We'll get people to come to the show, right? Considering you have some main roster names on the show as it is. But again, it's Butch, right? I know people would have loved for it to be Pete Dunne, but no, that's not happening, right? I'll be honest. Again, I am not big on the whole Heritage Cup. The concept of it is just not my cup of tea, to be honest with you. I do love the metaphor and what they're doing. I think it's great for someone like Noam Dar, right? But if I'm picking a winner here, I think Noam Dar retains here. I don't see Butch winning this or sticking around in NXT. You know what I mean? So there's that. Even though I wouldn't be surprised if he brings company to level the playing field here, because you know for a fact Noam Dar will have the metaphor at ringside. So maybe he brings in, that being Butch, brings in members of the Brawling Brood. Not Sheamus, I know Sheamus is dealing with an injury, but the other guy.
Well, Wikipedia says he's with Tyler Bate.
That too.
Tyler Bates with Butch. That's what Wikipedia says.
You said what?
Ridge
I
Holland,
thought you said what?
or Tyler Bate.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, there's history there. There's history, you know, and I know
I was talking about what Chase called Wikipedia.
Yeah, I remember a couple of weeks ago they did have that banger on NXT, that being Butch and Tyler Bate. So I have Noam Dar retaining here. Chase, what about you?
Man, I don't care about this match. I really don't. Like
this is your bathroom break match. This is your getting the beer match.
I'm gonna go see if the nachos are edible inside the Mechanic Banks Arena. Maybe the chicken tendies, as Dom would say. Maybe try to find mommy or something. I don't know. This doesn't do it for me. I like Noam Dar and Pete Dunne or Butch, whatever. Yes, it's gonna be fine. But the thing is, I don't like the Heritage Cup either. Like this TNA Grand Championship type of gimmick and rounds and stuff.
Chase. In other words, to quote our tribal chief,
I'm not feeling it.
Why we get rid of the UK Championship? This feels like an NXT UK Championship match. If this was just a regular UK Championship match, yeah, I would just go use the restroom real quick. I know that it'll pick up in the last 10 minutes. But this, no. I'm going to go try to see what the merch table looks like, see if the food's good and stuff like that. So, yeah, I ain't feeling it at all, man. Noam Dar, sure. Or you know what? I want Butch to win, so no, fuck it. I'm going to choose Butch. I don't care about Noam Dar. Like, I've heard about this guy for like 10 years, and he's 10 years away from being 10 years away. So, I don't care for him that much.
Okay. Big Mike, what about you, man? Who do you got in this match here? Are you the same boy like us? Like you're not down with this Heritage Cup?
I've always said this. I don't like the Heritage Cup. Like I think I was like one of the first people to say it. Like I don't like the concept.
Man, we're about
it's
to
just like the pure title, and it's just like the pure title in ROH. I don't like it.
Well, in Tony's, I don't like the concept. In Tony's Ring of Honor, you know.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's quite boring to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's just not my cup of tea, you know. So it's whatever. But I am picking Pete Dunne to win or Butch.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair. We did talk about earlier about Braun Breaker being the badass, not really the heel on the roster, right? That being said, coming up after this, it's Braun Breaker versus Baron Corbin, one-on-one. Now, based on what happened last night, they had that brawl near the end, right? They had that brawl. They went through Sean's office, right, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This should be this should be the Extreme Rules match. This should be like that no holds bar Extreme Rules match, not Tiffany Stratton versus Becky Lynch, in my opinion. That is right, but nevertheless, if you guys recall, a couple of weeks ago, Braun Breaker did hit with the steel chair, well, with the steel steps, that is, right? He did attack Von Wagner. We haven't seen him since. And Baron Corbin was impressed, but Braun wasn't having it. Braun wasn't having it at all. Again, this is one of those things where what are we doing with Braun Breaker at this point in juncture, right?
Right.
Does he really need this match with Baron Corbin? Of all people. Right, come on. Like, I just don't think so. I know Baron Corbin. Oh my God! Yesterday had a win over Josh Briggs, which was whatever. But If it was a stipulation match, it would have been cool. Being that it's just a one-on-one match, I'm gonna go with Braun Breaker because I mean it's about that time we move this guy up to the main roster. But I'm going with Braun here. Chase, what about you?
Based off how this has been presented, I wouldn't be surprised if this like somehow kicks off the show, but it like continue because NXT has done this before where they've done that, and especially under Shawn Michaels where they'll do something but it doesn't end until later in the show. So I can see this kicking off the show, but these two are brawling all throughout Bakersfield, that arena and stuff like that. They want because Vic Joseph was very excited to talk about Bakersfield last night. He's like, "Who's going to Bakersfield?" I was like, "Bro, I did not know Bakersfield was this high key destination for Vic Joseph." But he's so excited to be there. So I think WWE wants to showcase the great city of Bakersfield, and we'll get a nice little brawl throughout the night. I wouldn't be surprised if they do a last minute look, you can do 2 hardcore matches in one night. It's not that big of a deal. It is what it is. It's Bakersfield. Give us what we want. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a Falls Count Anywhere type match near the end or something like that, or the match ends in like a draw, like a double count out, and then all of a sudden Shawn Michaels cross-eyed comes out and goes, "Oh, we should make this match go to disqualification. Falls Count Anywhere," and then it's like, "Oh." So.
And they brawl throughout, and then they
You guys might see me too because I'm on the side where like they normally brawl for the camera. That's where I'm sitting and stuff. So you guys might see me. I'm on an aisle seat too. So if I get my ass kicked, I'll have something that I'll first sue them for Out the Mud. I'll definitely put my lawsuit in that. But then I'll sue Baron Corbin. He probably has more money in the bank account than Braun Breaker if they attack him and stuff. But no, I think this match should be fine. Yeah, Braun Breaker's at that weird point where he should have been at the main roster, but I'm kind of glad they didn't bring him up because, well, what would they have done with him? Because, because originally they were like, oh, yeah, we're going to bring him up after Mania, but he was still like, pink and blue Braun Breaker. He was still like, I'm wearing these colorful trunks Braun Breaker. This new Braun Breaker with the black tank top and stuff, this is a badass Braun Breaker, but bringing it up now, there's too much expectations. There's not really a champion for him to beat. There's not really like a reason to bring him up. So he's kind of like in a weird part of his career where it's like you kind of almost have to wait for the Rumble just to introduce him to the main roster, kind of in a sense, because you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to waste his time. So.
Or add him in the Rumble match, and
Yeah, no. Well, I'm saying that's where you introduce him is the Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like it's just he's just a weird point because even if he went, because like he's beating guys where it's like it feels like he should get another title shot, but no one's really clamoring to see Breaker versus Mello again,
Exactly. Romeo writes here, this new Braun is awesome. I'm entertained by what they got him doing. Me too, bro. I think all of us are. All of us are in some capacity. That being said, Big Mike, who do you got for this match between Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin?
Breaker, and honestly, I wish it would be like a squash just for him to make the point. But obviously, what we saw in NXT, them brawling all over the place. I agree with Chase. They might make this like an impromptu Falls Count Anywhere or something like that.
Yeah, could possibly be. Before we get to the 2 last matches, right? Chase, you did bring up that there's a possibility they could add maybe a match or 2, right? Maybe, but if not later tonight or tomorrow on social media. The idea of having what's her name? Blair Davenport, and I guess Gigi Dolan, was it?
Oh, dude, go on WWE's YouTube. This one chick called out Blair Davenport for No Mercy. It's
I think I know you're talking about here. She was a company.
Like it'll probably happen. Yeah.
I think she
was a Lyra Valkyria.
No. Look, NXT. All I'm asking is this, bro. You guys better hold low devices.
I think you're talking about here. I know you're talking about Kaylani Jordan.
Yeah, she called out Blair Davenport for No Mercy. I don't know anything about this dude. I don't know. I thought Blair Davenport
she was accompanying
Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke. So Dana Brooke
I thought Roxanne Perez put Blair Davenport in her place. Like, I don't know why Blair Davenport all of a sudden is now the big bad again. Like, what's she do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll. I mean, if anything, they'll probably put this on the pre-show, on the kickoff, or maybe for you guys in the building, like special attraction match. Get people
excited. The only special attraction match I want to see is featuring Lola fucking Vice.
Maybe that too.
Lola Vice and Roxanne Perez, put them as a tag team. Screw Elektra Lopez. She can be a manager. She can just sit there.
Yeah. But let's assume here for shits and giggles they do add that match. I'm gonna go Blair Davenport. Just assuming here, right? They do add the match, but
they called this one called the favorite for the breakout tournament. I didn't even know that shit was existing. So I'm gonna go with the favorite of the breakout tournament.
Okay. Big Mike.
Yeah, I mean, if she's in a breakout tournament, yeah, I guess so. Kaylani Jordan for the win.
Can we be honest here too?
Who gives a shit about Blair Davenport?
Can we be honest here? Are y'all surprised that they're still on payroll? Any of these two? Are you surprised? Any of them two? Any of these two?
No, you're gonna keep.
No, Kaylani Jordan is a freaking prospect.
But
a highly touted prospect.
Steve, they're getting paid the minimum wage, bro. They ain't like the fuck. Why would you cut? Dude, you gotta cut Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler's making like $2.5 million just to like drink water with Bobby Roode. Like, no, get rid of him.
And this, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's move on here. We got here the co-main event. Becky Lynch versus Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's Championship. This will be contested in Extreme Rules match. Based off what happened a couple of weeks ago when Tiffany Stratton attacked Becky Lynch with the steel chair. And Becky Lynch demanded the match to be Extreme Rules. Now, I know everyone is still cringing over the promo that Becky cut a week ago, right? When she started rhyming, right? And all that stuff. I wasn't a fan of it either. I really wasn't.
Steve got flashbacks. Reminded him when he was reading Cat in the Hat that one time on stream.
Don't remind me. Oh, man.
Yeah, doing all that. Failing at that. Couldn't read the book. And less than the nook. You know who I have winning this match? Well, it's going to be the big time batch. Becky Lynch will win 1, 2, 3 and walk out of Bakersfield with the victory.
I agree. I'm going to say Becky Lynch too. Listen, Tiffany Stratton, we've been saying this for a while. You know, she showed that she can hang with the legs of Becky Lynch. It's impressive. But with that being said, this should be a fun little. Again, I don't think it needs to be an Extreme Rules match. You can have another singles match, all you want. But with that being said, I just don't think you take the belt off Becky right now. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be Tiffany Stratton, right? But I have Becky here retaining. Big Mike, what about you?
Yep, unanimous again. Becky Lynch. It doesn't make sense for her to lose it this fast. You know, you probably want to have her, face a couple other stars down there to, see what they got and see who, as Steve says, rise to the occasion and, see what they got as far as talent.
Yeah. To ask you a question, being that yesterday, the whole announcement of Jade Cargill, right? That she signed and they filmed her walking into the PC and the whole media treatment, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
You don't think we'll see her sitting in the crowd like, oh my God, break?
Steve, they're gonna give Jade the ticket to Bakersfield, and she'll say, "No, thank you, I'm good."
This ain't crypto. Get out of here!
This ain't So5.
This ain't Crypto.com. That bitch don't show up to Bakersfield. I'll tell you that. Like, look, if Jade Cargill shows up and just demolishes Becky, I would love that. I think it's crazy the numbers that she pulled. She pulled like what, 12 million. And just her video alone surpassed, Jimmy being a traitor. Now he's forgiven on the island. We've kind of forgiven Jimmy a little bit. Jay being a piece of shit. We know he's a piece of shit. So you know that. We won't forgive him. He's on the Leftover brand on Monday nights that no one's watching. Not even USA Network wants to keep them. They're saying, yeah, we want to get rid of this show. We want the winning show, which is Friday Night SmackDown. Makes sense. But yeah, it's like, she's a star already, so it's like, what do? You can't put her on NXT, but maybe Becky is the one. But then it's like, man, she feels so much bigger than NXT. But I would love if Jade was in the building. I'll let you guys know if I see Jade. You know, I'm not afraid to ask for a picture. I'll run down, take a picture with Jade, and say that I was there and stuff. But yeah, you know, she could be there, but I think Jade Cargill would look at a ticket to Bakersfield, California. Well, ticket to LAX, and then the drive to Bakersfield, California, and say no, thank you.
Bakersfield doesn't have an airport, right? Just to be clear, they don't have like
no. Steve, Bakersfield's a piece of shit, bro.
Okay, just making sure here.
You can read the fake reviews that they put online. That's a ChatGPT robot making these reviews.
Yeah, I think quick question is: will Jay be in the building, show in the crowd? Will tease anything with her, Becky? I think we just mentioned that moments ago. Good test for Tiffany. Think she will do better than that submission match that she had. Becky's a better dance partner to have than Thea Hale. Becky wins. Yes, I do agree. Becky does win. Big Mike, what about you?
Move on.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
The main event. Carmelo Hayes versus Ilja Dragunov for the NXT Championship.
Big Mike, you see me? This is ATP Gaming, man. My brand, my show, my title.
If you guys remember, in ATP Gaming, Ilja Dragunov was in the mud in the ATP G1.
You should have joined that tag team with Scripps out the mud, huh? You should have been in that tag team. Oh, yeah. Hey, champion, man. Hey, Steve, man. Well, ATP Gaming coming back, so I get my revenge on Big Mike.
Oh, no, we got to talk to Walter on that one.
Man, Walter, if you're listening, season 2, episode 1. I want him.
Until then, Mello, don't miss, man. I'm gonna beat this Dragunov character.
Okay. But yes. Oh God. Yes, Ilja Dragunov getting a second opportunity, a second chance here at the NXT title after defeating Wes Lee a couple of weeks ago. And since then, Wesley has not been seen. Drifted away. We don't know where. It should be a fun match. I know they had an amazing match at the Great American Bash a couple of months ago. This should be no different. Question is though, does Ilja Dragunov finally get it done? Chase, what do you think, man? Does he get it done?
You know, he's a great underdog. I think there's a bigger story with Mello, and I feel this is going to be a great rematch. I feel it's going to be really close. I see a lot of people saying Trick Williams turn heel. You can't have Trick turn heel. Get the fuck out of it. This guy's over. You don't turn. I hate when people say stupid shit, man. It's like Trick Williams is over. Keep him over. Mello should still be champion. I think they're building him up as to be one of the more dominant NXT champions. As they should. He's a very talented guy. He loses this. It's like, okay, what are you going to do with him? Like I said, if Trick wins the North American title, it looks so weird that he's going to go backwards for the A championship. It makes no sense. And I don't see them saying, all right, we got to do a trilogy and do an Iron Man match or some shit with Dragunov versus Mello. And do you really want Mello, who you've been building up like crazy, to lose a big match like that, especially the trilogy, a tiebreaker? No, I don't think so. I think Mello is one of those guys you got to keep the belt until you know who's actually beating him. You got to keep the belt on him. I like Dragunov. Dragunov was one of my favorite wrestlers to watch, actually. Their first match they had at the Great American Bash was fucking phenomenal, and I expect this match to be really good too. Maybe not as good because, you know, sometimes the sequel is never as good as the first one, but I'm excited for this main event. You know, I'm kind of bummed it wasn't Wesley too. I was hoping it would be a triple threat because, man, matching Mello, Wesley, and Dragunov, that's going to be insane. And we know Wesley and Dragunov, they can do good in multi-man matches. Well, what was that multi-man match at Stand and Deliver that they had? They killed it there too. So I know they have good chemistry. And then you had Carmelo Hayes. Woo, that's a match of the year contender right there. But I was also hoping it would have been Wesley versus Carmelo Hayes too, just because Wesley and Carmelo had that really good TV match that I felt left a little bit of room on the table for more. Maybe Wesley, maybe he debuts his Crow Wesley Sting gimmick. Maybe he's in the rafters at Bakersfield, California, watching the show or something. Maybe he starts debuting that gimmick he wants to do or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think Mello doesn't miss here. I think Carmelo Hayes retains the NXT Championship, and I think it will be a really, really good match. Like I said, Dragunov winning, it'll be cool, but I just don't see why you would have Melo lose here. Like, there's nothing that screams Melo will lose here. And also that'll be so sad for Dragunov, like just winning in front of that Bakersfield crowd. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Big Mike, what about you, man?
Yeah, I totally agree with Chase. There's a bigger story at hand here with Carmelo Hayes. You know, you got the Trick Williams dynamic. You know, I would really like to see Trick Williams win just to see, you know, their interactions with them as champ together, and then see where the jealousy and stuff will lie with Carmelo Hayes if he does, you know, turn heel, or if one of these guys, you know, down the line turn heel. Ilja Dragunov, I think his time is shortly coming to an end. I think he's going to get moved up. Like I said, he's probably going to be one of those guys, him and Wesley. They're going to probably be those guys that go up to the main roster and have banger matches but lose a lot. But, you know, give that person that they're trying to build up a great match. So that's what I think it's going to happen. So I'm going with Carmelo.
I think it'll be a great match. I think it'll be just as good as the first one, right? Where you get all these near falls, all these dramatic moments, but once again, Carmelo Hayes retains. And to quote here, Romy said here, Melo is gonna be the one to turn heel eventually. They're telling the Sean Diesel story.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, you can't have Melo go backwards for the A championship. That's like, I don't know. That's just loser behavior, man. Big Mike, what are your thoughts on the match? Who do you have winning?
I see what you did there. What's going on, Dolores? How are you? What's going on, Frantic World? When is this pay-per-view? This pay-per-view, it goes down this Saturday, Frantic World. It goes down this Saturday.
I had to see. That was so funny. He just forgot that Big Mike answered, and then you're like, hey, who do you have?
Okay.
So he'll see. Who do you have winning this matchup between Carmelo Hayes and Ilja Dragunov?
Come on, man. Carmelo, come on.
Don't miss, man.
Yes!
Want to thank Spaz Phoenix here for the $5 Canadian donation there. Why shouldn't you fight an Italian cook? They will beat the focaccia. Focaccia. Tune in Sunday for the return of NXT Rewind on your vid and pod platform. Thank you, Spaz.
Good metaphor on syllables.
Yes.
They'll beat the
focaccia.
Focaccia bread.
Getting better you're getting better at this, Spaz. You're getting better at it, man. Getting better at it. You're getting better.
Let me find out Spaz Phoenix is a rapper, bro. Let me find out.
Find out you got a mixtape coming out. Find out he got a
It's like my favorite Twitter troll, Barry McCockiner.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again, man, yeah, it goes down this Saturday, and then after that same Saturday night, you have Canelo Albert versus Jamel Charlo.
No, why are we talking about Canelo beating up a midget, bro? What the fuck is this?
I'm just saying it's going down, bro. It's going down.
I'm actually buying this fight too.
You're buying the pay-per-view?
I'm buying the pay-per-view.
Oh,
well,
yes.
Mike, you better VPNing and buy it on Fight. Do not give fucking Showtime your full money. You're VPN on Fight, get it for $60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still losing brain cells with these at these jokes. Renegro writes here. So why are the two guys in this OTM?
We don't care. We don't care who the two guys on the OTM team is. The OTM team and Script should pay us money, and then we'll care who these two guys are. At that, I don't care. I don't care.
Hey, man, he knows where to find us, man. Hey, he knows where to find us. You know, simple. You can find us here on the Around the Point Network, or you can simply
just don't search Shield Steven on YouTube, man. Steve, your name got taken, bro.
Did it really?
Yeah, dude. If you put your name, it's some girl. She's fucking revealing heels.
Some girl picked up Hill Steve.
No, like type in heel Steven, like the heel Steven doesn't pop up anymore. It's just like
Around
it's
the
like
Point
some
Network.
girl revealing Steve Madden heels.
Well,
Oh,
if
wow.
I'm typing in heel Steven right now, and it's basically Around the Point Network pops up. The channel
No,
name.
no. Type it in with your name spaced out. Heel space Steven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, this girl, she's pretty hot. We should probably invite her. Maybe she'll come on. We can lie to her. We can say, yeah, we talk about heels.
Yeah, we're talking about Steve Madden's latest.
Yeah, we can talk. We can lie to her. We can say, hey, we can show you the greatest heels in wrestling, and maybe she'll get it or not.
Okay, I'm seeing. Okay.
Yeah, is she hot?
I'm seeing a lot of prospects here.
Yeah, prospect, bro. Let's send a message.
After all, we are looking for the first lady here of Around the Point Network. The first lady.
The first lady, yeah.
Romeo, I'm high. And I still did not get it, so don't feel bad.
Wait, what? Still not get what?
I guess the Spaz Phoenix.
Okay, Dolores, let me break it down for you. It's focaccia bread. It's focaccia bread, right? It's Italian bread.
Fuck with you.
Put it back up. Put it back up so I can read it in full context.
Okay.
All right.
Beat the fuck out.
Why shouldn't? Yeah, I'll beat the fuck out you.
The fuck out.
Focaccia.
Focaccia.
You just space it in syllables.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Steve doesn't like this. He's like, man, this is some cat in the hat shit. Fuck this.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
No, Steve likes that.
Thank you again, Spaz, for another $5 Canadian. Hey, Large Michael, I love to tell you I'm a rapper, but I make Eminem look tan, so I signed up to not try that. I'm not out the mud. LOL.
Large Michael. Yeah, it's Big Mike.
Big Mike. I think he's trying to be
Large
fancy.
Michael.
I think he's trying to be fancy with it, but yeah, nevertheless. Overall, listen. Hold this. Fangirl writes here as well. Steven, will you find the first lady at a GCW show? Nope.
Oh no, dude. That
No.
first lady was
Even
the last
though
lady.
the last GCW show we went to, it was a couple of them out there.
Yeah, they're all shit-faced. Completely shit-faced and high. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Steve.
Big Mike,
Big Mike, what are your thoughts on that?
I just told my thoughts.
Come on, man. Come on. But regardless, yeah, that goes down this Saturday. We'll likely review it. We'll review it on Kitchen. I mean, unless you want to review a
Dolores,
Saturday.
I hope your recovery is okay.
Me, yeah, same here, Dolores. Hope you're having a speedy recovery.
Hope you recover. Just don't watch anything on Thursday, okay?
Oh, come on, Mike. Why you had to go there, man?
Wait, what's on Thursday?
Yeah, it's on Thursday, Mike. Let the people know. Let the fun.
Thursday night football. The Lions play the Packers.
Where at Ford Field or Lambeau Field? Where at?
At Lambeau.
Oh, okay. Good luck to you. Well, good luck to both teams here.
Well, I was trying to promote something about Dynamite, where Steve will review this epic episode of Dynamite Fatal 4-Way Action. We'll hear from NJF and Adam Cole, and then we'll also hear from Christian Cage and Darby Allin sitting down with good old JR. And then there's a bunch of other matches that are very important to the world of AEW. And it's Steve, isn't it the go-home show before the biggest show of all time, Wrestle Dream?
Yeah, it is. It is. Which, by the way,
you got the pay-per-view rate. You ordered it?
Yeah, I'm gonna see. Friday goes down.
There's no preview for this, bro.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not?
But when you're going to preview, Danielson and Zack Sabre Jr. are going to hold each other's arms for 20 minutes, and it's going to be great.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Read more comments here as well. Bakersfield self-protection and self-preservation. I hope No Mercy is going to be okay. I'm not going to see live because I'm going to a seminar to train with Benny the Jet. Your cat is. Okay. That's what's up, Jeff. Hope you have a great one over there, man.
Oh, Jeff, you ain't gonna be. I'm gonna be in Bakersfield, Jeff. I'll be there.
J-Mac writes here. What's up? What's up? It's been a while since I was on here. Yeah, man, it's been a while, J-Mac. Hope all is well with you. How about a knocker joke?
Oh no, Steve, this is it. We're wrapping up.
We're wrapping up. Yeah, we're putting a bow on this.
We're putting a bow on this, as Steve would say. Big Mike, what are your thoughts on the match before we leave, though?
Exactly.
I don't have any thoughts on the match, but I can tell you where you can find me.
Exactly. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for tuning in live here on the Around the Point Network channel. We'll be back live tomorrow for something about Dynamite, the Dynamite review. If you are new to the Around the Point Network YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, hit the thumbs up, all that fun stuff. You can follow the Around the Point Network on X at AT Point Network. You can follow me on X at Heel Steven. Chase, let them know where can they check you out, man.
Follow me on Twitter or X at Chase Oliver 68 Around the Point. Yeah, check out my X. I'll post some pictures of me being at No Mercy. I'm going with one of my friends. He hasn't watched wrestling since the pandemic. He wanted to go to the show. This was his choice. When I told him that Carmelo Hayes and Ilja Dragunov was the main event, he said, I don't know who they are, but it sounds good. So I'm very excited for this. I'm excited to see his reaction to everything. He's super excited to see his hero, Dominic Mysterio.
That's what's up, brother. And of course, Big Mike. What are your thoughts on the match, Big Mike? Your thoughts on the match?
Like I told you, I ain't got no thoughts, but I can tell you where you can find me. You can follow me on Twitter or X. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're saying Twitter again. At Detroit Gamer 313.
All right, guys. You guys can check them out there. Thank you all again for tuning in. As always, you guys are awesome. For myself, for Big Mike, for Chase, for the gang, this has been your NXT No Mercy preview here on the Around the Point Network.
Yeah, man, Melo, don't miss. I'm winning this shit, man. Take mine, watch your back. The man is coming to town, and all you better bow down. Tiffany Stratton, you're gonna get a hottin', and I'm gonna be Tane, the NXT Women's Champion. Oh yeah, man.